with the right type of mind. Let's go. Did you miss me? I miss you guys. Name is Law Nation. Believe it or not, like Ripley's, this is my first time being free. Oh my goodness. If you only knew, but that's okay. Oh my goodness, that's okay. One love, Cowboy Nation. It's the grind for your mind. Yeah. I'm setting it up, so be patient with me. Really do. Like the patient warriors out there. Yeah. Come on. Snap. Hey. Oh. Yeah. Come on. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. Yeah. 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 Come on. Come on, nation. It's a unique time, but I'm live like 95. The time for your mind. Just to get crunk. Let's go. It's Panthers week. Yeah. Shout out to Carolina. They undefeated. Yeah. Appreciate all of the HBOs, the SGs, the D1s out there. Hype Squad. You know who you are. Come on. Hey.
I want me some glory hole.
Don't we all, Jerry Wayne? Come on. A prize fighter. Continue to swing even when they're down. Even when the trials and tribulations of the world is against you. Keep your head high. Stand tall. Come on. Hey. Oh. Let's go. Come on. Come on, nation. Get crunk with me. It's your boy, Law Nation. Come on. They say, ain't no party like a cowboy party. Shout out to you, Coach. I see you, DC. Purple Soul. Appreciate you for jumping in. Thank you for being part of this episode. Appreciate everybody, man. Thank those who survived with me when I was out there in California. I told you how things went there, but I really appreciate each and every last one of you all for support. Thank those who send me love letters and thank those who text me and wish me safe travels and everything. Shout out to my dogs over there at 105.3 The Fan. Salute to all of the YouTubers, Big Game James, Boss Cowboy, the OC, Vach Lombardi, Mark Holmes, and the Joe Budall, everybody, man, my Cowboys family. I mean, I can go on and on and on, man. Foots the King, Okoye, and everybody else who continue to pump out and push out Cowboys content. And shout out to the legend, Shango, man. He's the reason why I'm on YouTube, by the way. So appreciate everybody. Cowboy Nation. And shout out to the Eagle fans, right? They kept everything alive, until we won, and then they disappeared.
Stay cool in it, Law. Salute.
Appreciate you, Jay Versick. Appreciate you. Salute to you, man. But now it's time to reshape and retrain our mind to another level of thinking, right? We're talking about the Carolina Panthers, right? They've been owning us the last time we've been playing them, right? They just find ways to win. But I come here to tell you that this is a new season, a new administration, and we play against a team that's hungry. A young team, got a lot on the defensive side. When you look back at the tape, you'll say, okay, Jeremy Chin, he was one of my guys that I had highlighted as a guy we should go look at. We got our version of Jeremy Chin, just a little older. and a doggone guy that's been playing pretty well wears 2.7 on his chest. But I know a lot of people is looking at this thing and saying to themselves, all right, cool. I see what you did, Law. You got Terrence. Let me put Terrence Steele as your thumbnail. What are you thinking? But Terrence Steele as the thumbnail, hey, he deserved to be there. We got, 3 more games of evaluation for the nation with Terrence Steele. 3 more games. Appreciate you, Cedric, for sharing the content. 3 more games. And what this means, I've heard the show on the Final Word. If you guys have not checked them out, shout out to Voch Lombardi and shout out to the OC Big Game James and as well as Boss Cowboy. They had a nice dialogue talking about what will you do when La'el Collins is coming back. Would you kick La'el Collins at guard? And some people object to that. They were saying, no, La'el Collins is the tackle. He deserved to be there. And the reservations start popping up. What are the reservations? Tyler Biadasz, he's still young, got Similac still on the back of his ears, right? He's just young. and of course, Connor Williams, he struggled against big boys. And they had a healthy dialogue of saying, hey, how do you look at that then? How do you evaluate that? How do you sit there and say, well, are you talking about 68 plays that he did wrong on? Or are you talking about, Law, the 4 plays that he do wrong on? How do you guys assess that? How do you guys handle that situation? Let's talk about offensive line before we get into the meat and potatoes of this conversation tonight. How do you assess that? How do you look into the situation as it relates to Connor Williams? Are you moving on from him? Would you rather see Connor McGovern? Right? How do you really look into this situation? Because all I can think of is only take one missed assignment to have your $40 million quarterback laid out like Family Guy, laid out like man, who is taking his butter, who is stealing his milk. It take one play. And sometimes when you do the evaluation, it's not how many times you get beat, it's when you got beat. How bad did you got beat? People remember, people going to remember when you got knocked out, right? You know, come on. We're going to have to really assess that. So the Carolina Panthers, they got defense. Coach DC says that, let's see here. You said that McGovern needs to play center. Coach DC. The only thing is, look, I get it. He played center in college, right? He played that interior guy. He was that guy. He was that role. But when we saw him at glimpse and spurts in the preseason, we saw him over-hiking the ball, for crying out loud. We saw the ball sailing over Dak Prescott's head or at the knees or at the ankles of Dak Prescott. So we need somebody to be solid, not an experiment. And right now, since we're 2-1, if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? Don't try to fix it. But the assessment was, do you move La'el Collins from right tackle inside as the guard and keep Terrence Steele? But it's only predicated upon what they do in these next 3 games. Is this a Wally Pip situation? Now, Cowboys been knocking at the door saying, okay, we want greatness. We want good players to be able to come on this team. One thing that I got to say right here, Cowboy Nation, newsflash, you don't win the Super Bowl with 5 elite offensive linemen, with 5 great offensive linemen. You don't. You gotta have it one way or another, of course, to have the protection. But last I checked, even when we had all of our guys, we didn't win the Super Bowl, by the way. When we had Travis Frederick, when we had Zach Martin, when we had a healthy Tyron Smith. So it's one of those things where do you take a little bit out of the pot to sprinkle it somewhere else to reinforce something somewhere else on your team? But yeah, we do got depths, and I'm not sitting here trying to rearrange the furniture. No. Chink says, call Travis Frederick. Nah, Travis actually moved back to Wisconsin. He's not even in the Dallas area. He like it cold. He didn't like the Texas heat anyhow, 8 turnovers in 3 games. Yeah. 8 turnovers in 3 games is not bad. Sugar Daddy One, what's good? Would you appreciate you? What's up, Cowboy Nation? Yeah. Most teams can't afford 2 good linemen. This is from Corey. Yeah. Facts. Oh, my goodness. You spitting at me, man. I should have wore an umbrella. Should have had one of should have wore a raincoat today. All right, that's enough of that talking. But it's just something to sprinkle on your mind. None of this stuff is set in stone, by the way. These guys still got to play. Oh, CG is already putting out his score prediction, 31-21. All right. Look, let's dive into this, man. I really appreciate each and every last one of you all for tuning in. Let's dive into some of the Panthers scoreboard here as it relates to their stats and stuff like that. If I can get some powers here we go. You look at the NFC South, their record 3-0. Now, of course, they can't control who they play. They can't. They can't sit here and say, okay, we want to play them, we want to play this, and we want to play that. So far, they played the New Orleans Saints, who started off fire, right? They also played the Jets. Who else they played that was not really a formidable opponent? Who else they played? Y'all help me out. But they're 3-0. And we can't sully and denigrate that overall rating as it relates to collective team. They're number 8 in the NFL. Number 8, not number 9, not number 10. They're number 8. In offense, they played the Texans. Appreciate you. So the Texans, they high and low, right? Texans, appreciate you, BD Gray. Appreciate you. The Texans kind of slipped my mind. So they 14th in overall offense. I mean, that's not bad, right? And number 1 on defense. Number 1 on defense. Let me say this again. Number 1 on defense. Special teams situation, they're 23rd. 23rd on special teams. So if you can see a weakness there, that's where it's at. Maybe this is a Johnny Bones game. Redemption, huh? Shout out to you, Jay Lombardi. Appreciate you. Y'all see Dak is ranked number 2 overall. I feel you on that. So far, the catalyst of their team been Sam Darnold and DJ Moore. Chuba Hubbard is going to be the starting running back for them, who's going to fill in on that voided spot. We are known to know that they are battling with some injuries there. J.C. Horn is injured. He's out. Burris, the safety, he's not going to be there. Utor, he's questionable. I think that he probably play. And Christian McCaffrey, CMC, he's out. And if you look a little further on our list, we have Donovan Wilson. He's out, of course, or questionable. I think that he will be out on this game. That growing, is a lingerer. Carlos Watkins, he's questionable. He's out, basically. Sean McKeon, he, of course, injured reserve continuing. And Kelvin Joseph, he's not ready yet. And Collins, he's under suspension. They got that down there. Cowboys 28. My guy, Cowboys, he got Cowboys. Hopper got Cowboys 28, and the Panthers 25. Let's look at that. Not bad at all. That means it's a real tight game. It's a real close game. It's a real close one. Who are we hiding in practice squad when IR boys coming back? That's a good question. That's a real good question. Marcus Baldwin says 28-17. Let's look at this right quick. I always like to listen to Power Rankings. Here's what they got, Power Rankings Week 3.
Can I tell you what the Cowboys were ranked last week by ESPN?
Okay.
Because I don't think you guys remember, right?
I don't believe so.
They were ranked 13th last week.
Right. They got to be in the top 10.
I'm going to say I feel like we've learned they don't move as much as logically you would think. I'll say 11.
You ready to get ticked off? They moved to 14. They moved down.
I almost cussed on radio.
What?
They destroyed the Eagles. Reggie. I mean, destroyed them. I'm not saying played a perfect game, but they played a great game and the ESPN people moved the Cowboys from 13 to 14.
Hold on. Where are the
Listen.
Chargers on this list?
Oh, they're not 13. That's the Broncos. They're not 12. That's who the Cowboys are taking on next, the Panthers. They're not 11. That's the San Francisco 49ers. The Chiefs have moved down to 10. The Chargers are number 9 overall on the list. They moved from 18 to number 9.
Hold on just a damn minute. Just a damn minute.
Yeah.
Just a
Listen,
damn
listen,
minute.
listen.
All right. So the Chargers lose to the Cowboys, tumble all the way down, and they beat the Chiefs. And in that jump, they overtake a team that had just beaten them at home. You've got to be effing kidding. And by the way, Cowboys put as much of a thrashing on someone as you did this past weekend, and they fall. And then the team that they already beat. Okay, just real quick.
It's probably because
Appreciate for the donation.
their defense isn't that good. That's
Just
probably
one more.
This is fun.
Where's
I
Tampa
couldn't
Bay?
believe that they went down.
Where's Tampa Bay?
Rams are 1.
Okay.
Tampa Bay's number 2.
Great. I'm going to stop you right
Buffalo's
there.
number 3.
I'm going to stop you right.
You know, and I'm going to stop this too right here. This is why I love it. Because the Cowboys, let the AI speak.
Shout out to the best Cowboys YouTube, my boy Law Nation, but they secondary is weak.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll get into the secondary of the Carolina Panthers, in a few. But this is what I like, and I appreciate you so much for the donation there, Harris. I really appreciate you for that, helping growing the nation. I like to look for any way to motivate this team. Motivation goes a long way with me, not a short way. Shout out to you, Miss Jackie. Shout out to you, Sheila Neal. And the ESPN, of course, they could be just clickbaiting a lot of people and say, okay, we're going to push the Cowboys back opposed to moving them up off after that performance. And, of course, some people like the Stephen A. Smiths of the world and whoever else that dogged the Cowboys for multiple years will say, hey, on the flip side, the Cowboys could have been on the latter opposed to on the better part of the situation. I look at the Cowboys really low-key as us being 3-0. Right, if we didn't get hosed that first game, for crying out loud. But some people can look at it and say, well, really, they lost the first game. And if it wasn't for an illegal shift from Jared Cook, they could have lost the second game. And that's semantics there. But I feel how people like to throw all type of jabs at the Dallas Cowboys. But I look at all of this from rankings as just a situational motivation, opportunity. Come on, baby.
Right there. The Dallas Cowboys are 2-1. They've already beaten a team in the top 10. Their only loss on the road in the last second of the game against the team that is number 2, and they dropped. And they're 14th.
Motivation.
That is insanity. Be insane with me, will you
Number
not?
4 is the Pack Attack, and number 5 is the Vegas Raiders. You guys okay?
Man, the Raiders.
No, I'm angry.
What if I told you that
really
they were
well.
ranked the highest in ESPN's going into week 3? So I'm gonna be interested here in where Sports Illustrated has the Dallas Cowboys. If the Cowboys move down to 14 after the game they just had. I'm trying to find. I'm scrolling. Don't tell me they're this far down. They have to be further up than that. Because I got to 18. Okay. I found them.
There you go. Nice job.
Found them.
Where are they?
The Dallas Cowboys last week were ranked. I don't know. I don't think it says here.
Wow.
Yeah, it doesn't say.
Okay.
I can tell you where they're ranked now. I was looking for where were they ranked last week, and it doesn't
Yeah, on
have
18.
how much they moved up or down.
Okay, I'm going to say 14 to go with the other one.
Oh, is this CBS?
This is Sports Illustrated for kids.
Oh, okay. For kids?
Not for kids. Just for
You're going to feel like it's for kids when they infuriate you with
Tricks
their
are for
stupid
kids.
ranking.
What do you got us at?
10.
Bring it.
13. Just ahead of them. You guys ready?
Yes, yeah, I'm ready.
Denver Broncos, 3-0.
Nonsense.
Chargers. They have the This is a horrible ranking. They have them 3-1. When did they get the extra game this year? Vegas, number 10.
Kids can't.
Cardinals, 9.
Read. Sports Illustrated for kids. That's what he said it was from.
Chiefs, 8. Just to give you an idea who's ahead of them. You want to know who's behind them, who they beat out?
Yeah.
Panthers,
Okay.
who you're about to play.
Yeah, we're about to beat them.
So that won't be a big win. Titans, 15. Vikings, 16.
That's the thing, is you just brought up a really great point. Is it's if the Panthers are 14 or around that spot, you're going to knock off an undefeated team, and you're just going to sit there, which I guess I shouldn't care.
All right, so just give you like a precipice of what we're going as far as ranking. It means nothing. We only 3 games in. Now the 4th game, of course, would propel us into the next part of the game as it relates to the NFL. We get 1 quarter out the way of the season now, or half of 1 quarter and a half. Since we got a 17 weeks now, there's a whole nother math fraction in there. But however, you get 1 quarter out of the way, basically. But we play against a team that's motivated, baby. Matt Rule. If you are a Matt Rule fan, let me see it in the chat, man. Let me see it in the chat. If y'all like his philosophy, if y'all like his way of thinking, if y'all like the way he kind of helped the college out, the collegiate area around here out tremendously, you let me know. Let me know how you guys feel about Matt Rule. Let me know. I want to know. Baylor guys, shout out to him. Let me know how you guys feel. He's the enemy. Cactus J, I feel you on that. Let's go. How you guys feel about that? Matt Rule. 1 quarter at a time. Good catch. Carolina doesn't have quality wins. I feel you on that. All right, so Panthers coach Matt Rule on Dak Prescott, for those who don't know. It's like watching Peyton Manning. It's like watching Drew Brees call the game at the line of scrimmage. I think what Dak doing right now is unbelievably impressive. Now, that can go a long way because a lot of people sully and denigrate the name, dare I say, of Dak Prescott. A lot of people like to take Dak Prescott and say he's a systematic quarterback or he's a dink and dunker. But all Dak Prescott done since he been in the NFL is just been that guy that's improved on so many levels. I said, Dak, man, you got to go through his progressions better. He did that. Coach, what else you want me to do? Dak, you got to throw the ball deep, man, and open up the defense, make them play honest. Dak said, okay, let me grow my beard out, Law, and I'm going to grow my beard out, and I can do that. He grew his beard out, and now he started to throw the ball deep. Oh, Dak, you got to take advantages, man. When they play that single-high safety look, hey, it may not look like the wide receivers are open, but you got to step up inside the pocket, trust what you see, and throw that thing. Hey, Law, my beard is thicker now. Hey, I'm going to do better with it. And now we already see that is available and that is happening. Daniel Ramirez says Donald already beat us. Is that low-hanging fruit? Let me go back over here. I caught myself looking over there. And Ramirez, where you at? He ran away. But he said Donald already beat us. Did you guys actually watch that game? That when he played with the Jets, for crying out loud? Hey, was it like, okay, this guy got a cannon for an arm, going through all his progressions, making every throw? Or did you guys saw that quote-unquote offensive pass interference that took away a touchdown when we was in the end zone? Oh, was that Coach Jason Garrett, or was that Mike McCarthy coaching that game? Oh, it wasn't Mike McCarthy. Oh, was that Dan Quinn's defense out there? No. Did you guys remember Cheeto Awuzie? Is he on this team now, who gave up? Oh, he gave up what, a big old pass, and Jeff Heath couldn't get there quick enough. Do we have Jeff Heath and Cheeto Awuzie on this team now? Yeah, so for anybody that say Donald beat the Dallas Cowboys, already beat us, and he'll do it again, I want you guys to stop what you're doing. and just lean forward a little bit. Maybe, and if I don't get enough LF in the chat, I won't tell them to do that, Yeah. If I get a lot of LFs, I just tell them to lean forward just a little bit, You take your lashes, you can go to bed early, Okay, I got one. Let me see, 3 is the charm, I got 3. So, Ramirez, I don't see you in the comment section anymore. But once you do me a huge favor and just lean forward just a little bit right there. Yeah, right there. Slap the Godzilla out of him. God dog. Go to your room. The extra one is just for you putting that in the comment box. All right, so now they do have, I think, the Anderson kid, Mr. Anderson. I thought I saw him on this roster over here with this particular team. And, sometimes quarterbacks like to throw to guys that they are familiar with. And he is on this team, so we know that he could take the top off the defense. Shout out to him. Sam Darnold, I'm not finna throw salt on him, nor shade. He's been playing pretty well this year. So if you want a cookie for him playing well, here's your cookie. Let's give him a round of applause. Round of applause. Shout out to Sam, All right, and of course, I like Chubba. He's a pretty good runner. He's not going to play with his food. He's going to continue to run. I like his skill set, dare I say. And then you can look up my guy, my dog, man. He got my dog, Terrence Marshall Jr. Shout out to him. Shout out to LSU. Appreciate him. Pretty good wide receiver. DJ Moore, he's one of the underdogs over here. If you look at this chart right here, let's look at this chart. Let's pull it all the way up. He is their leading, and I mean just that leading wide receiver. 22 receptions, 285 yards, and 1 tub. And second to that is Lamb with 18 receptions with 251 yards and 1 tub. And that will be the battle or the matchup that we'll be looking for. DJ Moore. Hold on. I'm going to ask y'all, are we going to put Anthony Brown on him, or will we put Diggs on him? And he playing hurt too. He playing hurt. DJ Moore, one of those guys that he gonna always play a little hurt there. You know what I'm saying? Because of the way he plays. Let me know. Isaac says, put Diggs on him. All right, and of course, their leading rusher is Christian McCaffrey, 52 carries for 201 yards and 1 tub, and he's out, so that would not be a factor. But what I'm telling people is that so far this season, Darnold is 73 for 107, 888 yards, 3 tubs, and 1 INT. Dak Prescott is 86 for 111, 878 yards, 6 tubs, and 2 INTs. So he's been improving, and I'm not finna throw any salt on him. Now when we look at this defense, I want to go down to the defensive side, and shout out to Ian Thomas, man. So one of the tight ends there. Before I go there, do y'all remember? Oh my God, you got Brady Christensen. I appreciate him. Shout out to him. But do y'all remember Cam? Whoa, Cam. He still got the Dallas Cowboys jersey on over here in this picture. Oh my goodness. Shout out to Akeem. So do you guys remember Cam? Y'all let me know. Do he play left tackle for that team or right tackle? I know which side he plays, but I want to know from y'all. Let me just click over here so y'all can see your comments. Do he play left tackle or right tackle? Cam, oh, Cam. Yeah. Oh, he's playing lefty. Okay. Who plays on the right defensive end for the Cowboys? I'm going to throw a hint out there for anybody who
Smoke weed every day.
Who play on that right defensive end? Lefty, righty, tighty. Oh, okay. Oh, Randy. Did anybody get a chance or an opportunity to see any of the practices when they had Randy Gregory or anybody versus, dare I say, Cam? Oh, Cam. Oh, my goodness. It's going to be a situation whereas Donald, they going to have to create some things to spring him open, to keep him open, to keep him upright, to keep him safe. Yeah, or anybody. Randy Gregory is going to be a sack party, and we ain't talking about
Smoke weed every day.
yeah, we ain't talking about that type of sack. It's gonna be a different type of situation and scenario. But shout out to him. They got Morgan Fox, not Megan Fox, but they got Morgan Fox over here, defensive edge guy. Brian Burns, pretty good. Utor, he might not play, but I think he's going to play. They got a Darryl Johnson, not Moose, but they got a Darryl Johnson. They got my guy Davion Nixon, appreciate him, shout out to him. AJ Abuye, Shaq Thompson is a guy. But I want you guys to pay attention to Hassan Reddick. He's a former first-round draft pick, I believe. Was he drafted in the first? Y'all let me know. My thing is, when you think of him, and is Dante Jackson, is he playing over there? Oh, my goodness, is Dante Jackson? He's pretty good, too. They got him, Troy Pride. They got some guys. Somebody said that they didn't have good secondary. They got opportunistic type of players. Troy Pride, Jeremy Chan, even Shaq Thompson. When you think of him dropping into the hook area, I mean, it's going to be hard pressed to try to throw the ball in the middle of the field because these guys can flip hips and turn back and look for the ball. Yeah, so Hassan Reddick was a first rounder. Yeah, Chris Hall, appreciate you. So even with the absence of J.C. Horn, they went and picked up a C.J. Henderson, not the Henderson chicken. If you're from the Texas area, you know what I'm talking about. Now, C.J., he have not been playing up to the expectations or to the level that a lot of people thought that he would play at in Jacksonville. One can argue that in Jacksonville, when you're drafted in the first round as a DB, you're knocking at the door. Can I get the hell out of there? Yeah, I don't want to play for that team. For some reason. Yeah, Derek Brown is nice too. Shout out to Devontae Griffin. Appreciate you. So we'll find out. And reports I heard that they're gonna slowly move CJ in. Is he injured too? By the way, that would be even a situation where I'm not finna have a parade that he's hurt. But we'll find out. Is he hurt? Let me see. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if they got any information on him. Let's see. Look where you came to see, everybody. Come on and dance with me. Shout out to my guy, Tony Baker. His growing injury. I'll take y'all word for it. He's out. Yes. I'm not cheering that he's injured, but it's just going to be a good game for our wide receivers. Now, their run defense is pretty good and stout. That's what they do. They stop the run. And we can look at all of these categories here and say, all right, first in defense, but now it's time to play the Dallas Cowboys, the Texans, the Jets, the Saints. Now you playing against the Cowboys. Let's look at this thing over here. The Dallas Cowboys, record so far 2-1, fourth overall, juggernaut. And I know it's only been 3 games. Offensive first Number one in the National Football League as relates to respective matrix. Number one, not two, not three, not four, meaning that when you got a team like the Dallas Cowboys that somehow leading in takeaways, right? Leading in takeaways, meaning that you giving the ball back to your offense with a shorter field. Now what can happen is that this team can be even more explosive. You start to think of more creative plays. When you have more opportunities, more resources, shorter field, the playbook open up. What if I told you, like Ripley's Believe It or Not, that sometimes when you land on your back, you got to roll around and see if you can look up, because if you can look up, you can get up. I come here to tell you guys, week 1 was when the Cowboys landed on their back. They probably tasted defeat. And they said, you know what? Even though we got hosed by the aficionados, even though we got counted out by Roger Goodell trying to take away some of our strength, meaning that all of the evidence that they had against La'el Collins, not like they didn't have it before week 1, right? But they had enough evidence to wait for after week 1 to say, okay, now we want to hose them, right? To make it blow up even more. Crazy stuff. Because on one end, I can quite sure that they wanted the ratings because they wanted to keep Dak Prescott upright week 1. And this is not conspiracy law talking. This is me telling you guys the truth, right? So at some point, they hosed the Cowboys. They thought that they can catch us with our pants down. And then they inserted Terrence Steele, and he was able to hold down the fort. So they understand what they got to do. They got to play against the aficionados. They see it. They try to make this thing, and I'm not sitting here trying to throw things around and see what it can stick. But you can clearly see throughout the entire NFL, Dak Prescott runs it in for a touchdown, gets it over. The whistle blows after the ball is hit 2 yards down the field. And they would say, hey, we didn't see him cross the plane, but his whole torso is. And everybody who played any level of football, even Pee-wee, all you need is the nose of the ball for that to count as a touchdown. But that's a story of a different day. We know what we up against. Lavent in defense. Lavent in defense. Y'all see that? You see that Lavent in defense? Those who've been following my page for a long time, not a short time. Those who've been with this channel for a long time, y'all know that we've been saying we don't need to be the number 1 defense in the National Football League. Matter of fact, last year we would take 20th in defense, right? We would take 17th in defense, 15th. But I come here to tell you, after 3 games, we're right now number 11. That goes a long way, Cowboy Nation, because now we know that we are number 11 now without all full force. Huh? We're number 11 now without all guys, not even there. That goes a long way. Not a short way, Cowboy Nation. It do. All right, so I like to say this right here, Cowboy Nation. Speaking of, let's go back to what Matt Rule said. He said it's like watching Peyton Manning. It's like watching Drew Brees. It's like watching a guy that's surgically moving things around to make something happen. Well, do you guys believe, like Ripley's Believe It or Not, there's a segment that was talked about on Undisputed Cowboys about a statement that was made by the mighty Brett Favre, who's from Mississippi. Shout out to Mississippi. said that he believed that Dak Prescott is better since the injury. Do you guys feel the same? Just give me a simple yes or no. Is Dak Prescott better since the injury? Let me know. Ruglock says 4th overall, but can't crack the top 10 ranking. Yeah, man, that's ESPN, something else, ain't it? Favre ain't lying. Okay. Mark W says no. You mean you like the old Dak Prescott? You don't like the cerebral Dak Prescott? I like the Dak Prescott that methodically moved the ball down the field. I like the fact that he not trying to run first. Coaching goes a long way. A poor man's Dak Prescott right now plays for the Philadelphia Eagles. Poor man's Dak Prescott. Like the great value brand, right? Like the person that when they take away the first read, his first mindset is to run it. His first mindset is to play that elementary football. No, you got to be methodically. You got to be able to understand what teams are trying to do. You got to be mature. Yes. And I'm not sitting here trying to cast aspersions on Jalen Hurts or what have you, but that style of quarterback, you got to have a different set of rules and coaching, and you got to have a firmness with your sets of rules. Case in point, even the guy, and I'm not putting these guys in the same category, by the way, but it just goes to show you that when you go to a certain system. Lamar Jackson, I believe that if he went to any other system, he wouldn't have gotten the growth that he got now, because not all coaches play to your strength, elevate you to your strength. But Dak Prescott, lo and behold, believe it or not, the best thing that probably happened to him for his first year at least, believe it or not, don't crucify me, well, it's because of Jason Garrett. His consistency with working with him on the small things, it's little things. And I know people can look at Jason Garrett as the offensive coordinator and what he's doing over there. He just went in the bed. He can't work with this guy. What's this guy named that's over there? They call him Danny Dimes. He can't hit water if he fell off a boat at times. You know, he folds and locks himself up under pressure and these sorts of things. But it's all about certain ways, whereas can you grab a hold to somebody and slow them down and show them your way? And Dak Prescott, will of mind, set, and heart, and tenacity elevated him to become the person that he is. And I'm not sitting here saying that he's good because of Kellen Moore. I'm not sitting here saying that he's good because of John Kitna. No, we can't give credit to those guys and those aspects of it. But what I'm saying is that every little sprinkle of knowledge that you can get from somebody who played the game can help you out in a long way. So the argument on Undisputed was this right here. Is Dak Prescott a better quarterback since the injury? No doubt, no doubt. That was the end of that. Somebody asked, hey, Law, will you have the phone lines open? We'll have the phone lines open. We can talk Panthers talk. Y'all can let me know what reservations y'all have on the Cowboys versus Panthers. Yeah. Boy, my voice is going away. Here we go. We're back now. Yeah. There we go. Phone line is up top right there. Call in. Give me your thoughts. Give me your opinions on everything. And let's see how this thing can go from here. But overall, I believe Dak Prescott is a whole lot better than what he was the previous year, and the previous year before that, and the previous year before that. Yeah. All right, Coach. You're live, Coach.
My man, Law. Well, I'm glad you got back safe.
Appreciate you.
Just got a couple of points, man, about this game. first I want to say this, man. All your stuff you said about Shannon Sharp and that foolery, you know, that just the only thing that does is set people to try to scrutinize Dallas quarterback to the nth degree level, and Shannon don't even believe what he says, so he's just trying to make a buck.
Right.
Anyway, he don't believe that. Not a Hall of Fame football player. He don't believe that. He just saying those things. If you sat down at a bar and got a drink with him, he'll probably tell you, "No, I don't believe none of that stuff I say." But But this is what I want to say, Law, about the Carolina. We're doing the right thing by looking at Carolina. Carolina's a good football team. Good, sound football team.
Right.
Remember, fans, Carolina did what we did this year in the draft last year. They drafted all defense last year. They went to build their defense last year. So these guys that they have on the defense is in their second year. They're the same plan that we had this draft. They did that the draft prior to that. They went all defense, and they try to restock their defense. Their defense is pretty good. But on the offensive end, we can't be vanilla against them. We have to. We're not vanilla. We're not a vanilla front team and coverages. So because being vanilla with them, as I watched the first couple of games, team that was kind of vanilla with them. Sam Donald. Let's remember Sam Donald when he was with the Jets. You know he's gotten better, but remember the New England Patriot game he played in a Monday night. He came over and said, "I don't know what's going on out there."
I see ghosts.
Mike caught him saying he didn't know what was going on.
Right.
We have to speed them up. We have to speed them up, and then when we can speed them up, we can be able to make them cause mistakes. They're trying to be very controlled on offense. They don't want to be sped up on the offense. So our aggressiveness and stopping the run. That's first and foremost, because they're going to try to run the ball a little bit more than the Eagles. The Eagles' game plan, I don't know where they got that one from. But stopping the run and speed them up. On the offensive end, Law, we're going to have to be patient. We're going to still have to run the ball. Let's just don't talk ourselves out saying, well, we don't need the fourth in the league and run, and then we don't allow ourselves to be committed to running the football. We have to be committed to run the football, and we have to be patient. We got to be able to strike, fast, but we don't want to have no turnovers with this team at all. We want to be a very clean, no penalties, no turnovers on our end, and speed them up on the defensive end. And that's going to be that's the game. We want to be aggressive on the defensive end. But I do want to say this, Law, and we want to make sure Cowboy fans understand this. How the most important thing to know if a team is becoming a great football team, is how they handle adversity and how they handle success. We have done a good job of handling adversity early in the season with the COVID and the players being out hurt and the suspensions. But we have not in the past handled success real well. We have not and being in Dallas, being the mecca of football, you're gonna have a lot of people patting us on the back, and we're gonna get really excited because we have a very good team. But this young team has to learn how to handle success and be prepared, and to continue to keep working at doing what we need to do to improve each week. And our fans need to know that. We need to handle success. Let's not talk about the playoffs right now. We're only 3 games in. Let's just talk about the next game and getting better. And that's why we don't want the wins to close our eyes to things that we can help our team to get better. Because even though in the victory, we still got some things we need to improve. But don't let wins close your eyes to things that can help you do better. Work, study, and you will have success.
No doubt, Coach. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, man, for calling in. That's Coach Marv right there, man. A mature person looks at both end of it. those who can, meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same. So meaning that you got to be able to handle success. And the Cowboys in the past, under a certain administration, didn't know how to handle that, didn't know how to stand firm in that glory. So I believe that this is a new situation, new era. And I believe that Quinn, he been there before. Mike McCarthy, he been there before. And, when you think about it, this team is built for that. So, yes, they can't smell themselves. And I believe, just like with the rankings came out with ESPN, putting the Cowboys ranked 14th and putting the Chargers ahead of them, any inch that you can find to motivate you, the people saying that, hey, it's been 25 years, or the thing in the situation of people saying that Dak Prescott, he can't do this, he can't do that. All of that stuff counts. But Dak Prescott, I believe he's ready for it. And Coach Marv, hey, we're going to see how they look at this. And when I ask you guys, when we call into this call-in show, just give me one answer. Is this a trap game, yes or no? And to me personally, it's too early to be a trap. But I want to know from you guys. Lady Jessica, you're live.
No, this is not a trap game.
Let's go.
This is a game, and it's any other game. Mm-hmm. Just like we would be 3-0, while people sitting up here talking like this team is just totally barely making it and barely winning. I am sick of these people.
Get them, lady.
It.
Get them.
Stop the foolery. You sit up here. They said we couldn't beat Tom Brady. We almost beat Tom Brady. What are you talking about?
Hey, in my book, we beat them. Go ahead.
Exactly. And Flicker the kicker. Just like they took we should have had 51 on them people. But they took that touchdown, CD touchdown. Our team is not, barely making it. These boys are hungry. These boys are determined to win every game that they playing. And I'm sick of people talking like our boys is not even working hard. Those boys been working hard from day one. All of y'all been talking down on this team. Y'all been talking down on the rookies. Oh, they ain't going to be able to come up here and do what the regular vets doing. And what have they been doing? I told you, don't judge a book by its cover. You can't look at them and talk about, it's just preseason. Well, this ain't preseason. This the regular season. This the real deal. Holyfield. So ain't nobody got time for all this doubting and all this sugar doing this. What those boys doing, they playing it cool. Ain't none of the boys gloating about the win. They said they ready to keep on doing what they're doing. You got Trayvon Diggs, who you all doubted, just like you doubted Michael Parsons. But look at those boys. I told you they was going to ball out. But what y'all, they didn't pick who I wanted. They didn't pick this one. They didn't pick that one. Well, have you heard anything good about all those guys y'all wanted them to pick? Have y'all been hearing their name ringing? Oh, these boys are making a name for themselves, and they ain't about to stop here. They finna come with an upset with those stinking Carolina Panthers. Ain't nobody scared of Carolina. Ain't nobody scared of Patriots. Ain't nobody scared of Broncos. This team ain't about to lay down for nobody. They are dog hunting. I told you, dog, these boys was gonna be dogs law. I said we got the 3-piece law. I said once D-Law come back, baby, and get over that little situation. Baby, Michael Parsons and all them been a raggedy on everybody. And when we get Laird Collins back over the stupidity that's going on, y'all can keep on trying to keep the boys down. But the more you keep them down, the more they going to fight back, the more they going to come, and the more they going to fight. Because I ain't playing with you. And it seems like they reading my comments.
Lady Jessica, you spitting the truth over here. We love you. Oh, my goodness.
Love y'all.
Oh, yes, indeed. I could just listen to you all day on that one. Yeah, appreciate you, Lady Jessica. Oh, my goodness. That's a good call from her. Y'all be sure. Let me suck that fire here real quick. Woo! She. Yeah, they're spitting some flame right there, baby. Oh, my goodness, man. My goodness. Let me get out of the way, timer. Let me digest what she said before we let another caller in. I'm going to tell you guys, anybody that try to come back after that one, Oh, my goodness. It's hard to come back after Lady Jessica. But in honor of the beautiful, the wonderful, the marvelous Lady Jessica, let's put in the chat, PVO, PVO, PVO. I want to see PVO all the way down. I just want to see a lot of PVOs. I love the Flames, but man, we got to put PVO in honor of Lady Jessica. Let me see some PVO. Shout out to you, Jay Lombardi. Yeah. Do you got the 908? You're live.
Yeah, man, this big pain. I gotta hold this L, man.
Okay. You holding it? Who this is again?
Big pain, man.
Oh, Big Pain. Oh.
I gotta come in.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this, man. Shots out to you for calling in with the humbleness in your voice. Hey, man, appreciate you for calling in. But what you got for it, man? Go.
Hey, man.
Excuse me. Let me set the table. Big Pain is a Philadelphia Eagles fan, by the way. But go ahead.
I always knew that Dallas was gonna have probably the best offense in the division, but it's looking like right now y'all have the best defense in the division. Mm-hmm. And I gotta call a spade a spade. The reason why is because with Micah Parsons, I didn't know he was that good of a pass rusher and a run contain linebacker. I thought he was going to be a pass coverage type of dude, but the fact that he's able to do what he does, I don't see right now. It hurts me to say I don't see a team beating y'all because right now with the QBs in the NFL, I got Dak Prescott over the one in Seattle right now. So that's like number 4. If I'm being honest, because
right.
This is the first real team that he has had. Russell Wilson has had plenty of real teams. This is the first time he had a defense. And that defense is not like, your defense is great, but it's not good right now, but it's not like Seattle. But this is the first time you've seen him with a defense to match up with it. You look at his playoff losses, the defense gives it up always at the end.
Right.
So if his defense is able to turn, y'all leading the league in turnovers right now. Y'all keep that up. It's not going to be easy to beat y'all. Zeke, the running game, all that is looking real scary. So I got to tip my hat to y'all. Y'all definitely did what y'all did. I had to come in here and, let y'all know. Y'all definitely got that off by a wide margin. Quarterback lead, Dak Prescott proved it all wrong. There's no debate. Like, it is what it is at this point.
No doubt, man. Big Pay. Appreciate you, man. Big Pay. Oh my goodness, man! That is a good Philadelphia Eagle call, humbleness with grace. He didn't come out here talking about, hey, well, look, we got some titles in 1940, in 1960, we won the title in 1960. So we're going to count those 3 and carry the one, from 2017. Hey, big respect for Big Pain, man. We got 901, you in the house. You're live. You got 2 minutes, 901. You live.
Well, good, Lord Nation.
Talk to me, man.
This Chief Caesar. Man, I'm just glad the team finally, finding their legs. Everything's coming together. Defense getting tight. Everybody starting to gel. We didn't have that in the first game.
Facts.
It was just coming along as their first game out as a unit. The starters wasn't playing in preseason. So it's just good to see that. I can't wait for this next game. I think we're going to hold it down. All we got to do is stay focused and execute our game plan, stick to the blueprint. We'll be Gucci.
So it's not a trap game for you, right? It's not a trap game at all,
Not at all.
Not at all. So yeah, we're going to erase that narrative that this is a trap game because they 3-0, we 2-1, and according to all of the statistics and everything, they're number 1 defense. So whatever happened on Sunday, when you see us put up 30 points or what have you, we don't want to hear the excuses, the bevy of excuses. I just want the people to understand that. That's all I'm sitting here saying,
Right. How they going to stop our firepower, man? I mean, we got receivers, we got tight ends, we got 2 running backs. We actually have 3, but, due to injured reserve, Rico Dotto, I ain't forgetting about him.
Yeah.
We got too many weapons for him and too many ways to run it.
Too many, man. And I think the wild card, like, not peep game. I saw, like, the Chargers, they said, okay, we're not going to load the box. We're going to do the cover 2 thing, and we're just going to stick to it. And the Cowboys ate underneath, and they ran the rock. Right. I seen the Eagles try to do a mixture of both, and the Cowboys said, okay, we're going to run it. Oh, right. You're going to bring the guy inside the box? Okay, now we're going to throw it.
Right. We got weapons wherever we want them. It's just a matter of whatever you do, we're going to counter that. It's that simple. You want to stop all these deep passes, we're going to hit you under. You want to stop all the passes that go together, you want to flood the field, we're going to run it. I mean, you can't stop it. It's that simple.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you for calling in.
No problem.
Good call from him, man. Oh, my goodness, good call from him. All right, that's from the 901. I think that was Memphis Tennessee. All right, we got 817. You're live.
Law Nation, what's up, man? It's the Lando show.
Oh, my goodness, man. Hey, you should have told me. You said, man, hey, expect rain to come in this area because you were spitting, man. I should have wore a raincoat over here, man. Talk to me.
Oh, man, I was locked in. I was loving your response, too.
Yeah.
My initial take, though, I think this is actually going to be the ultimate test. I can't call it a trap game necessarily.
Right.
But to me, it's like you said, we've seen Kellen Moore make the adjustment on a week-to-week basis, which has come a long way from the old do your job, right, mentality of the Jason Garrett era. So I like what I see from Kellen Moore. And honestly, you can't say really enough about what he's done. But to me, I think this Panthers defensive front in particular is actually a lot more talented than it gets credit for. So I'll give you 2 numbers as the keys to the game. For me, it's defensively. The Panthers' defensive tackle, he kind of lines up in that tilted nose technique, right? Mm-hmm. Number 90, Daquan Jones.
Yeah.
Him lining up against Tyler Biadasz, man, that makes me a little bit nervous, especially after what we saw Javon Hargrave be able to do. Kind of, I mentioned in the chat box too. Kind of forklifting. Biadasz right back in the Dak slap, multiple different occasions. But I think if we handle business and Kellen Moore adjusts, to me, this is a game we should win, especially without 2 of their most important players, one on each side of the ball, and McCaffrey and J.C. Horn. But that'll be interesting to watch. Those 2 numbers, man. Number 63 for us, obviously Tyler Biadasz, and number 90 for the Panthers, Daquan Jones. Man, that's a key for this game for me.
No doubt, man. Brilliant points, by the way. And hey, do you have a YouTube page, or that's just your name, man? What do you got going over there on the Lando show?
Yeah, man. I do. I'm relatively new, starting it up, but it's football. Football is passion, man. I'm still playing ball. So this is kind of what I do in my free time. But I'm trying to grow the channel slowly but surely.
Most certainly, man. I'm going to definitely check your show out, man, once I get off, man. I appreciate you, fam.
Yeah, man. I just wanted to give you the credit, though, because, I've watched you from afar for a very, very long time. And, you're obviously one of the OGs for Dallas Cowboys content creators, man. So respect definitely goes out to you. Like this, you do great things. So I appreciate everything you do, man.
Appreciate you, man, for your words.
Are you not
Congratulations. Appreciate you, man.
Are you not
The Lando Show. I love it. Hey, we got $100,000 to hold tight for me, man. I got to get Daryl in, man. 702, you're live.
You know who this is, homeboy?
Yeah. Sharp, man. What's up? What's good, man? What's good, man? What's good with you?
Hey, you might as well call me Mr. Passion, because I gotta have that asterisk with the Cowboy star next to it.
I got you. Let me change your name up out of here, then, Mr.
So you call me Mr. Passion, and I love everything you do, Law. To me, you always family and always gonna be family.
No doubt.
Because you are an original OG.
Appreciate it, Darryl.
And you've been doing this thing a long time. But how many picks does Trayvon Diggs have? I just wanted to ask you that question.
He had 1 first game, 1 second game, 1 the third game. He's on pace, by the way, to have 17 INTs.
Okay, but see, he has 3, or does he have 4?
Well, if you want to speak into the future, he will have 4 by the end of Sunday, you know.
Okay,
but he
so
had 3
he's
right
got-
now.
He's got 3 right now with
Right
2
now.
games that played, right? Correct?
3 games
Correct.
played, 3 interceptions. Yep.
Okay, so, all right. And we got Carolina, okay? So Carolina, you know, I ain't saying no, they somebody to take lightly, but
Right.
what did we put up against the Eagles? What did we
41.
put up against the Eagles?
41.
41, okay. What did they score? 21?
Yeah.
Yeah, I say that Carolina scores 24, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I say we're going to score 45, close to 50. So you better get ready, okay? Because all that noise that y'all been talking, Mr. Diggs playing like a Pro Bowler, on his way to possibly a Pro Bowl this year. Dak is just now rounding in the form. And, must I remind people, we are not at full strength yet. Wait till we get DeMarcus Lawrence, Kelvin Joseph, and Micah Parsons is just getting started. That nice, real expensive Lamborghini that's sitting on the edge. They can play edge rusher, and he can play linebacker. Oh, and mind you, he can play anywhere on that defense. So we got to we can move around. So guess what? When
What's
I
that?
said we're going to make it to the playoffs in the Super Bowl, you better get ready for that. Because if you keep doubting, you're going to find out. We're going to slap the taste out of every team's mouth, and I don't care what you say or how you see it or what you try to say negative, but you're going to get that negative out of my face because we're going to come with it this year, homeboy. You better believe that.
Appreciate you. Hey, Mr. Passion. I ain't going to call you Darryl anymore. I'm just call you Mr. Passion. Oh, my goodness, man. If we put up 50 against and I know it's only been 3 games, but if we get out here in Dallas land, down there in Arlington, and we put up 50 on, if we put up 50 on them, don't y'all know how crazy I'm going to be? Don't y'all know he calling himself Mr. Passion? Don't y'all know how crazy Law Nation going to be if we put up 50 against the number 1 deep? I'm going to yell that to the high heavens. I'm going to do a marathon show because it's the evening game, by the way. My goodness, we put up 50 burgers on them. And Jeremy Chin is my dog, too. Jackson is my dog over there. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. But I got my guy over here, 100, man. What's good with you, fam?
Listen, dog. We putting up anywhere from 40 to 50 points on the most. The low end will be 35.
On the low end, yeah, okay.
The low end will be 30. No, the low end going to be 30. It's going to be 30. The low end is 30. We putting up 30 or better on those boys. I'm telling you this right now. We anywhere from 30 to 50 points on them boys.
Yeah,
listen, they the number 1 defense because they ain't play nobody.
Right.
They ain't play nobody. We different, man. This we different. We different over here. I'm telling you right. You see what we did to Philly?
Yeah, I saw what we did to Philly.
Same result. It's going to be the same result. You're going to be like, yo, this is a carbon copy of the last game. How they going to stop us? I understand, yeah, you could say you got the number 1 rushing defense. You got to prove that thing.
Yeah.
You got to prove that thing. You telling me we ain't going to run up? And we going to force them. We're going to force them to get those boys out the box because of Dak. Dak going to force them boys to get them boys up out that box. You ain't going to have no choice.
Classic battle, man. Number 1 offense versus the number 1 defense. And the offense is going to prevail because our defense is going to give us more chances on the offense. I get what you and Mr. Passion is saying, 100 grand. Our defense going to give our number 1 offense more chances, more opportunities to put up those 50 points. And I'm going to be a firm believer on Sunday. I'm going to be live in the studio And this time I have all of my buttons and stuff. So when we hit that 5-0, I'm going to be like 100 grand. I'm going to call you from the 201. I'm going to be like 100 grand. You know, let's talk, baby. You know, oh my goodness, man. You got to make me a graphic, man, with 5-0 burger, you know, just a Big Mac, just like, not no oodles and noodles now. Not no oodles and noodles. But I want a big old, like Lord is eating a burger like, boy. Somebody need to drop a $50 cash app, a $50 super chat when we hit that 5-0, because these two boys then declared and decreed that it will happen in the mighty name of football. Boy, y'all know it, baby. Y'all know it, man. Hey, I wish I could be that bro.
Right now, if we don't put up 50, we putting up more than 30.
Yeah, that at least you preface yours. Yeah.
50,
You at least
putting up more than 30 points on them boys. If y'all people that watch football, they didn't play nobody. Our offense can't be stopped. What are you gonna do? Who are you gonna? You can't stop what are you gonna do? And if you try to be aggressive and throw the football that plays in the Dan Quinn hands, and them boys are aggressive, and their boys will get picked. Listen, they told that, listen, y'all go out and y'all just do whatever y'all want to do. If y'all get a 14-point lead, that's ball game. Because our offense is too aggressive. They're going to jump routes, and them boys is going to get home, and they're going to get scared because they can't run the football. They don't got no choice but to throw. Therefore, they one-dimensional.
No doubt, 100 grand. I'm going to let these other callers in, man. But, man, thou should decree a thing and it shall be established. I appreciate you, fam. I appreciate you. That's my guy right there.
This is Sparta!
We got the 301. You're live.
Hey, how you doing, Law? It's Josh calling from Washington, D.C.
DC in the house. What's good with you, man? Shout out to Sir King Bishop for the donation there. Appreciate you. But what you got for the show, man?
Man, this team's just different this year in a lot of different areas, but one main area is just depth. You know, like every time before we would get an injury and everybody say the next man up. Players would say next man up. The next man up wouldn't never show up. But the difference is now the next man up just as good as the man that went down, and there ain't no trap games with good teams. If you're a good team, there ain't no trap game. And so I think if the trap game is Dallas is the trap game for Panthers because they ain't really played nobody. And every season there's these teams that go undefeated for the first couple weeks, and the media, the sports media, starts hyping them, and then everybody that doesn't really understand football gets behind them, and then by week 6 they're gone. Now the Raiders
kind of like the Detroit Lions. Remember one year they went 6-0, 5-0, something like that. Didn't even make the playoff. But go ahead.
Yeah. And Dak, he's looking phenomenal. And this team, man, like you can just see a difference in the approach. The game plans have been phenomenal since the very beginning, and that's the main difference with this team. And a couple people have said we're not full strength, and we're not, and we're just as good. Imagine what we're going to look like. Imagine what Dak's going to look like by week 10. You know, this is only week 3. They're still working some things out. They're still getting their timing down. Dak's still getting his timing down. Wait till what this offense looks like in week 3. I mean, week 10. I mean, it's going to be a totally different animal. I just can't see us losing to the Panthers. I really can't. I think that they're going to keep rolling on. And I think we beat the Chiefs, to be honest. And I'm just excited for the season. I think we're really a good coach team. We got a couple things to work out. But all in all, Dan Quinn has been the equalizer on that defense. He has changed everything for this team. They're playing for him. They fight for him. And then just the game plans that have been drawn up has been perfect. Every week they've been perfect. I mean, and they have stuck to the game plan. They haven't got away from the game plan. And that was the main difference. When we went to the Buccaneers, people complaining because Zeke couldn't Zeke wasn't running. They weren't just pounding the rock. Well, go back and look at Jason.
No
Garrett
doubt, no doubt, man. Appreciate you though, man, for the 301. Hey, we're gonna reverse this thing to 1 minute countdown now, man. Y'all see the new countdown clock? We're gonna do 1 minute offense because I got to get up out of here. So we're gonna let everybody get into this conversation. 580, let's go.
How about them Cowboys, baby?
Yeah, let's go with it. How about them?
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm telling you right now, this Panthers defense on Sunday, they're going to get exposed, man. They haven't played a high-powered offense like the Cowboys have, for one.
Mm-hmm.
For two, without Christian McCaffrey, their run game's going to be absent. It's not even going to be. They ain't going to have no running game. And another thing I was going to say, man.
Go. You got 30 seconds. Get it out. You ran out of minutes, I guess. Hey, you got 30 seconds, whatever you call back, man. All right, I got my guy. Scott, man, what's good, man? Hey, you want... Yeah.
Hello?
You're live. Yeah, cut out on him, man.
What's up, Cowboy Nation? Listen, man. That was a great win. On Thursday night, I was here at work, selling out every Eagle fan that I could to get the job, and they mad, and they still mad, but it's okay, though. But Sunday, you can't go in thinking that the Carolina Panthers are not going to play their best ball.
Right.
Because every team that plays us is going to play their best ball. Number one, because of that star. It's on a helmet, and we're going to be at home. So we got to take care of business. Okay, going conservative, and I would love to see McCarthy and those boys keep your foot on the gas. I don't care if you're running up to 73 points. If they're laying down and they're getting everything, giving you everything that you want, run up the score. I don't care. There's no rule to say you can't run up the score. Run it up. I love how our defense is playing. But what I was trying to ask you the other day, do you think that we're going to go back to putting everybody in since D-Law's coming back, Keanu O'Neal is coming back, all them other guys are coming back. The way how we're playing now, I think it's necessary to put them back in.
No doubt, Scott. I don't know about that, man. I think that however we playing now is how we going to play in the future. I think that we're still going to rotate. I believe that Parson done lit this thing on fire now, and I believe that he will continue to be moved all around and keep the opposing team thinking. All right, you got the 903. You're live.
What's up, Law?
Nothing to it, fam. Talk to me.
I just had a couple questions for you. I was wondering what you were thinking about keeping still at right tackle, because he's really just been playing a lot better than he did last year, and you can see the jump and I guess the work he put in the off season. And what do you ever think Lyle will move back to left guard?
That's a good question there.
Even with the money we're paying him.
Even at the money that we're paying him, I believe you always play your best five. This still a trial situation for Terrence still, because of the fact that he only played 2 games now, so we got to see him do it over 3 more games. So let's see if he can keep that same energy. I don't think the Cowboys would kick Lyle Collins at guard, though. This is a team that the players, they got the more say, than the coaches in that situation. And I don't think that they would do that, But appreciate you for calling in. Good call from the 903. All right, so we got the 202. You're live.
What's going on, Law?
Talk to me.
Appreciate your content, man. Been an avid follower of you for quite some time now. I was able to catch a live stream. Just want to say real quickly, this is one of the best teams I've seen, thus far. Despite the previous years of what they went through, despite Dak getting hurt, despite Zeke having a down year. But I think us as fans, we can't just think that the Cowboys are just going to put up 30 points against the number 1 defense in the NFL. 3 things I think. The number 1 thing, we have to have ball control. We averaged about, 35 to 38 minutes last game. We need to stay on par with that. Secondly, I think we need to blitz the hell out of Sam Darnold, because as you saw last week against the Texans, he had so much time to throw the ball, so much time to get the ball to DJ Moore. And I think if we disrupt that, we're going to be fine. So my prediction is going to be I say 28-10 Cowboys with Zeke over 100, Pollard at 80, Dak doing his thing. And also, too, we need to implement the tight ends more. I'd like to see a little bit more of Blake Jarwin.
No doubt, man. Good call from you, man. I believe that he's right on the money. 28-10, this game, I'm thinking that the Cowboys can still get close to 30. So 28-10, I live with that, long as we win, right? 28 to maybe, they probably put up 20, 28 to 20. It'll be one of those type of games. I'd say 31-22-ish. That's going to be one of those scores. But I feel you, though, man. I think that we can pull this thing out. 9:04, you live. But it's going to be a close game all the way, though, until the end. All right, yeah, you live, 9:04. Talk to me.
Hey, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great.
Hey, it's three things I want to say. I think Dan Quinn's going to have a good plan for his defense because he done played Sam, the quarterback, before at least twice.
Facts.
So he already got a plan for him. Now, another thing, people forgetting about Diggs. During training in preseason, he had to play against his own receivers, which is probably the best in the league. So when he going against everybody else, he know what to do, and he's just going to get better and better.
Mm-hmm.
He's just going to get that much better. And as we go along, we're going to get better. And we got the right quarterback. We don't have a selfish quarterback. We got the right quarterback. Somebody get out of line, he gonna check him. He ain't gonna let people celebrate too much because he on a mission. He want to get a ring, and he don't want one just for himself. He want from his old team. And once we win that Super Bowl this year, he probably get his line, buy all his linemen a damn Bentley.
No doubt, man. What you on, a bike, man? Is it Harley? What you on, man?
No. I'm in my truck. I'm
truck.
on my way home from work.
F1.
Yeah.
What you got? What you got? Pickup. What you got?
Oh, I got a Silverado.
Silverado.
I like my Silverado.
Silverado,
yeah,
man.
because it's hard to buy a new truck now because you got to go. They're behind on all the chips.
Facts.
So if you get a used truck, it costs a fortune now.
Man.
Yep. You got to get the chips from overseas.
Oh wow.
But it's good talking to you, man.
No doubt, man. Be safe for the 904. Appreciate you. Good call for him. All right, 505, you're live.
Hey, love.
Talk to me, man.
How you doing today, man? All I gotta say is that I just wish that Carolina actually had Christian McCaffrey here, because you know what, I like to see the boys getting tested at every single angle, at at any position really. Christian McCaffrey is the top running back, and for them to not have him, their offense is going to be a lot different out there, as well as J.C. Horn, a key player on the defense.
Right.
So guess what? Our wide receivers they're going to be eating all day. All day they're going to be eating.
Yeah.
And all we got to do is cause pressure, play like we've been playing, and it's going to be a good day. But I do wish they had J.C. Horn and Christian McCaffrey so we could really get tested.
Yeah, you like me. I like to have all of my.
I don't like no.
Yeah. I like to have it all. Strength versus strength.
Yeah, but it'll be a good one. It'll be a fun one to watch. I just wanted to call in one time. It's your boy Trey Day.
Trey
you know
Day.
What I'm saying?
Appreciate you, Trey.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for calling in, Trey.
Yes, sir. Have a good one, Lau.
You as well. Good call from everybody tonight. I got one more caller, 903. You're live. Come close it out. Is this Lady Jessica?
Hey.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Go with it. Go with it.
That we're not putting our hands to the plow. We're not worrying about next past. We're worrying about our future. You keep looking back in your past. How can you get to your future? What's in front of you? We on mission, as we said, and keep executing and dominating on both sides of the ball. No stop. Non-stop. Keep punching them in the mouth. Go for what we know. Keep playing the 60 minutes of football like they did. They stayed on field. On field, everybody was eating. Like I said, everybody going to eat. This ain't about this one better than that one. Stop doing these polls, and all our teams going to eat. Like you said, Law, we got all these weapons, and all our weapons are going to be used. And so we can dominate, isolate, bake cake, After we get through putting all our ingredients in there, make that good old cake, icing it down, and take it home.
No doubt, Lady Jessica. Hey, you know what I wish they can do is like just grab a whole bunch of your messages, pre-record them, and you just play them on repeat in the locker room, you know, and them boys would be fired up, man. I'm telling you, I might have to sneak a device, you know, and get some CIA buddies or somebody like that to implant them in the stadium, in the locker room, and just have your voice to just be echoed, you know. Positive, PVO, and all of the stuff that you just said there, man, they're going to be like, man, I don't know where the voices is coming from, but we ready to hit something. We ready to smack something all around, man. We want to lay the wood tonight. You know, you give that type of energy, and I believe that they need to hear that in and out, you know. Not the burger, but in and out in the stadium, you know. Yeah, I appreciate
I done been through so much, and because of God, I made it, and I can't be nothing but positive. Because, like they say, if you got to say what you want to see, so you can see what you say you want to see. That's the only way it's gonna be. You can't sit here and say, I ain't gonna never be nothing. You keep saying you ain't gonna never be nothing, you ain't gonna never be nothing. But you say, I'm gonna be this, and you put work with what you say. Faith without work is dead, bro.
Woo!
You
Girl,
with your faith.
Girl, you preaching. Oh, yes, you preaching. Oh, my goodness. Some people be reaching, but you be preaching over there. And I believe that this is something necessary for the people to hear. The voice for the voices. I appreciate you, Lady Jessica. Appreciate you.
You have a great night, everyone. I got to go to work. I'm sorry.
Let's go. Yeah, she preaching. Yeah, love it all together. Cowboy Nation, this was a wonderful show, man. Let me know, man, the feedback that you guys like from the background music, man. I try to bring in some different flavors, some different vibes. You know how this thing goes, Cowboy Nation. Woo! Yeah, y'all let me know. Rate this episode. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Even give me a thumbs down if you don't like it. But give me a thumbs up. I heard that it gives you qualities to your life. Makes your teeth whiter. Makes you brighter. You know what I'm saying? As it relates to knowledge. Oh my goodness. It helps out in so many categories. And I'm just telling you guys right now that the Dallas Cowboys, we on an upwards battle. Yeah. We battling this thing out because I believe that the hearts of hearts, that those came here tonight, even if it's late, even if it's early in the morning, y'all came here for a reason, to get the understanding that we are not finna fold up like lawn chairs. No, we not finna do this thing. We are this type of team that look at this situation and say, hey, bring me the heat, bring me the pain, bring me the thunder, right, Cowboy Nation? Yeah, appreciate all of y'all, man. Thank those who made the donation, man, to help elevate the nation. I really appreciate each and every last one of you all for being part of this beautiful episode. I really do, man. I really thank you guys so much. But you guys know, at this point and at this time, it's time for me to roll up out of here. But I got to tell you guys, it's all about the heart, soul, and determination of your mind. Write this down if you have not already. Try to memorize this. Yeah. And you don't have to be a Cowboy fan to apply this to your life. But if you are, it just seems to work out better for you, right? But if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your pain, your time, and your sleep for it, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad of that you don't get tired of it, and it makes you hold all other things tawdry and cheap for it, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you'll gladly go out there and sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it and lose all terror of God or man for it, if you will simply just simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength and scarcity, with faith, hope, and confidence and stern pertinacity. If neither cold, poverty, or famish, or fame, or sickness of body or brain can turn you away from the thing you want, if dogged and grim and besieged and beset it, with the help of Almighty Cowboy Nation, even on this Sunday, you will get it. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Turn me up. Crazy, baby. Yeah. Come on. Come on. I waited all day for this moment in time. Be sure to hit that like button, share this content. If you had not hit that like button right now,
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
Shame. Shame.
oh my goodness, if we put up 50, man, y'all know this gonna be a whole new show. Somebody said 52 back-to-back callers. Oh my goodness. If you had not shared this content and you watching right now, literally on Facebook, you didn't tell Oxaniqua, Shirley, Kim, Pookie, and Ray Ray about this channel.
Shame.
Shame.
Shame. Shame.
If you don't think the Cowboys going to win this weekend,
shame. Shame. Shame.
At this time, that's craziness. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Let's go. Appreciate everybody, man. Dak won't have time to throw, Mr. Clean.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Come on, Mr. Clean. Shout out to Starboy C. Payne. Y'all make sure y'all check his content out. Shout out to you, Francis. Appreciate you. Toby on the, appreciate you for the stars. Sir King Bishop, appreciate you for becoming a member. Lee Stan, appreciate you. Hey, at this time, y'all already know it's time to roll credits. Let's go. Yeah.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Thou shall decree a thing and it shall be established. Appreciate you. Shout out to Jay Versick. Shout out to Harris. Shout out to Maserati. Jay Lombardi. Love to party. David. Sir King Bishop. Let's go. We never scared. I see you, Lady Jessica. Tell them one time. Yeah.
Nowadays, nothing really is ice. Only one of me and nobody's hey. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on bling and she freeze. Photo. Please. No photos. No. G's. No. Please. No photos. Hit the door and the dome and just whole team here might need some. Still young, but I move like a new deal to my lawyer. If you're down in my management, I'm just warming up. Wait till I producer saw the numbers. Different colors in my baggy light. Chalk it up. Talk of the town where you're talking up. Wanna get you a ring and you tough enough. Wanna get you new things with your pockets dull. Run it up. I used to be quiet and out of luck. Now I move up and move humble cause they hating the jealousy. My mama telling me count up your blessings and run it up. Nowadays nothing really is ice. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on bling and she freeze. Photo. Please. No photos. No. G's. No. Please. No photos. I keep giving game away. I put game on layaway. I got paid to play today. I get paid to stay away. I get paid on rainy days. I might make it rain today. I got paid off pain today. Thought it'd take the pain away. In my own lane, finger roll. I would never sell my only soul. Heard your whole team was for sale. Heard it's on the market for the low. Who the realest, we might never know. All this acting, you gon' play a role. Give you the world when they sign you up. Try you out and then they line you up. Now you're looking hungry, ribs needs a touch and need some food.
Come on.
Now you're all on live acting surprised, but you was fooled. Boy, get out the way, it's been a day, now you're old news. Now you got the pen and pad, you're trying to take my moves. Nowadays, nothing really excites me. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on bling and she freeze. Photo, please, no photos. G's. I ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies
baby.
close, had me thinking they're friends. 10 toes down, I'll be free until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands. Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll.
Where the haters at?
Euro, peso.
If you haven't hit that like button.
I'm just doing me.
If you don't like the nation,
you matter what. Add it up, bankroll, euro.
Hey, all the haters, do me a huge favor. Why don't y'all just lean forward just a little bit before y'all go to bed? Yeah, lean forward. Right there.
Told ya I'ma do me, why you hating on me? It's not adding up.
Godzilla out of it.
I do roll like a Mack truck, country heart, I might cop a farm.
Come on, baby.
Lot of scars, I was cold hearted, now I'm back up. Real, I do this once a month, I don't rap much.
Don't rap much, baby.
Just take the money and go stack up.
Shout out to you, John. Appreciate you, Paul. Come on.
It don't matter much. You only climb me, I put
we
the
got
ladders
Philadelphia
up.
fans still in here.
I done doubled up on
Y'all
the
better be
workload.
looking at those Chiefs.
Pray up, get money, then we lay low.
Oh, come on. Hey. Oh. Let's slow it down for everybody. Hey, come on. Y'all know who butter is better. It's the Dallas Cowboys. But I would tell you guys, grab a seat, be comfortable. Make sure you take off your shoes before you enter the house. Yeah. It's all love over here. Come on. Let them know.
Take a drag of my cigarette.
Yeah. Still lean forward, huh? If I get enough LFs in the chat, I'll do it. But if it's your birthday this month, you already know. Happy birthday to you. Come on. Hey. Something else. Appreciate you. Don't let it hit you like this.
You know it's dangerous to go alone. Don't let the street lights hit you. Could I be on?
It's crazy. Ah.
I'll follow.
Tell them.
Wherever you go, whatever you do,
play the tune, baby. Hey.
7 years of a perfect love, 7 more and another one.
Hey. You know, I was going back watching that drive. Was something else. Y'all pay attention to something else, man. Let me pan this one. And it seems as if though y'all go back and watch that drive and go back and watch my play-by-play. The drive that the Cowboys did, and I say it was brought to you by the Strong Arm. You know what was remarkable about that drive? We said put the Strong Arm emojis in the chat, right? And we had the Strong Arm emojis all the way in the chat. And Ezekiel Elliott at the end of that drive, he did the Strong Arm. I can't make this stuff up, Cowboy Nation. Balance of power. That's going to be our theme for the whole entire year. But let me see some strong arm emojis, man, for my guy Something Else, man. Hey, and then like the next series, when it was like we needed to be another touchdown. Did you guys notice that somebody said it's going to be a pick six by Trayvon Diggs, and it happened? Oh, my goodness, man. We got multi-billionaires in the chat. Oh, my goodness. Y'all just got to give me those lottery numbers, man. Y'all do, man. Let's go. Yeah. So look at the strong arms in the chat, man. Go back and watch that drive. Oh, go back and watch that drive.
And when things are really tough and they're really
Darian said Philadelphia cried. I'm quite sure He did the strong arm emoji too. I think that he's a Cowboy fan.
Because you don't know who you're gonna meet.
Hey, ho. Shout out to something else, man. He's a real one. When Ezekiel did that strong arm move, man, that was crazy. We out.
Because you don't know who you're gonna meet.
I'm really looking for this one, man. So y'all bear with me, man. I got one that I'm looking for. Oh my goodness. Y'all bear with me.
When things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something.
I'm gonna find it before we get out of here. Oh, I'm looking for it. Oh my goodness. Y'all bear with me. Found it. Oh my goodness. Y'all see what happened? Oh my goodness. Y'all saw what happened, man. This is what happened this past weekend. And my condolences out to all of Philly. We know. Do me a huge favor and just lean forward just a little bit. Now go to your room. But out of respect, it's a shame what those Cowboys did to that bird. Poor Peter. Please don't come after me.
Fatality.
You have to be your biggest fan. And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that. Because you don't know who you're going to be, who you're going to be.
Kick it back up, baby.
Because you don't know who you're going to be.
Eagle down. Till next time.
I want me some glory hole.
Are you not entertained? Are you